Hey guys, so welcome to us. This is Thursday evening. I've got two little special carrots with me tonight. I've got
Hugo
and
Rosa.
And these two little carrots are Goldie and Nicole's kids. So we're having a little chilled family get together. We've got visitors from Australia. We're going to show you how easy it is to bang together a few pizzas, throw them in the pizza oven and enjoy an evening with good family, good friends. So Hugo, we're going to start off with 2 cups of plain flour. This is a good strong double O flour. So we're going to get those nice and level. So it's 1 in there. So this is just a nice basic pizza dough. And then 2. That's great. So it's 2 cups of flour. Then Rosa, we're going to go 1 teaspoon of sugar. So just a level teaspoon. In she goes. So what's happening here is the sugar's going to add our sweetness to our dough. And then we've got some dry active yeast. And what we're going to do to 2 cups, 1 tablespoon of dry active yeast. What this does, yeast is our friend. Yeast is saying let's breathe, let's get bubbles. So the yeast is going to add to the flour. We're going to activate that now with 2/3 of a cup of warm water. So 2/3 of a cup, in that goes. And then for Hugo, you're going to get your hands in there and we're going to pull that together into a dough, please, young man. So in you go. Don't be scared, we'll work her into a dough. So it's great. So as you see the two pulling together, this is going to come nice and tight. We're going to work that into a nice dough and this will start to form a bowl. This is just going to work in there. See how it's pulling together? All of the ingredients pulling nice together and the yeast will soon start to activate and you should feel this nice and fluffy, almost like a mushroom texture. So we just work that all together, pulling it together. Good strong work for the young fella. Make sure that all your muscles are working. So we just work her all together. That's good, that's coming nice. Okay, so the theory behind this is the water's giving the yeast somewhere to go. It's breathing oxygen. We're going to pull all of those ingredients together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave that for about 30 minutes in a warm place to prove. So if I just have a look at that, Hugo, if I can borrow that. So that's looking great. So we're going to pull that out onto the table. That's it, pull that off your fingers. That's great. In we go. And then as that works through, we're just pulling. And this process is a kneading process. And then as that works its way through, that comes in all nice and shiny. We're going to add a little touch of olive oil, which will help with the shine. Just a little splash. Rosa, if you take over from there and you work that one in. Hugo, if you just pop inside and wash your hands, that'd be great, buddy. Let's go.
Just trying to get as much
and
as I can.
What happens is, if we just look in this bowl, after 40 minutes of proving, you can see the air bubbles in there. See how it's really fluffy? See how it's risen? And as you can pull it over, you can see all of the air and it's as fluffy as you like. So what we do, we take the next process, which is called knocking it back, which is just folding it over. And you see how it's doubled in size. Now we're reducing it back to its size. And then see how shiny it is from that olive oil. We're now ready for a pizza dough. So Rosa, that's fantastic what you've done there. That will have 40 minutes to prove. We just take off a manageable piece for a pizza. So slightly bigger than a cricket ball. So you see how that's nice and shiny in there. For you, Rosa, nice bit of flour on the table. Pat that down, flour on top. And then if you give that a little roll. So to get your nice round shape through the middle, so you push forward and back. Excellent. Then you turn your dough, keeping the flour underneath. That's good. Forward and back, so you're turning it 45 degrees each time. Pushing down, get these kids working, using plenty of muscle. That's great. Once more, going down. And you see how the elasticity that's made from the yeast, that's allowing the pizza dough to move. So I'm going to take over, Rose, because I've got slightly bigger muscles, although your brother might disagree. So we just push down using plenty of weight. That's my advantage. I think I'm more weight assisted than yourself. So what you've got there, the elasticity has allowed the pizza dough to move out. The yeast has made it, and it's almost like an unleavened bread. And then what we're going to do from there, guys, we're just going to take a walk over to where our friends and family are, and you guys are going to make your pizza. So come this way. Going to do, you just pop them onto a nice floured board, slide them on like so, onto the flour, your dough goes down. We normally start with a tomato base. We're going to let the kids do your business. So down you go to your tomato, pick your ingredients. We're going to have a look what the guys are eating. Some people have gone with a nice tomato base. We've got some beautiful pastrami, some salami, some caprese, the pine nuts. We've got buffalo mozzarella going on. Hugo's in with the mozzarella.
Garlic.
And then what we do from there, we've got a mixture of vegetarian, nice easy spread, great way for everyone to enjoy dinner together. The pizza oven's been charged on for the afternoon. So we just take this one, and as we go, we're going to slide her into the oven. So as we come down, I've just slid the little spatula underneath, remembering that this was well floured. And then we're going to pop this into the pizza oven. So those of you who've got a pizza oven, we've had this charging on for a few hours. We're using this with nice Manuka wood. You can see how it's beautiful and white at the top, so it's been holding the heat. If you haven't got a pizza oven, just put your oven on hot up to 220. That slides in, nice and floured. And the beauty of this, with this dry heat, it's going to be 3 or 4 minutes of cooking. We're looking for the pizza just to start to go golden and crisp with that little black spot. We're going to keep the spatula ready to go. And then as we turn it, that's stone baked. It's just using all of that heat from underneath. You can see it just starting to go. We've got the blue cheese, which will soon start melting. We've got some suppressor on there, the pine nuts, a beautiful local blue cheese, wire wrapper cheese, and cherry tomatoes from one of our veg suppliers. Won't take long at all. That'll soon start to crispen up. Okay, and there we go. So we can see she's crispened up lovely on the bottom. So we've got a nice solid base. We've got that lovely stone bake. The blue cheese has melted in there. The suppressor ham is looking great. The cherry tomatoes have given themselves somewhere to go. So these guys are going to be happy. So in we go, and obviously with your pizza, you cut it into the pieces that you want. You can either use a sharp knife or a little pizza cutter or the mizzolini. Down into eighths, good for the kids for their maths, into quarters then eighths. And then away we go. Let's enjoy dinner. Okay, who's ready for the next one, Rosa? Let's get her in. So what these guys have done, we've gone for a little half and half.
Yeah.
So you talk me through your half, Hugo. What flavours did you go for?
I've got parsley and cheese.
Parsley and cheese and the tomato base. And Rosa, you look a little bit more exciting. What have you got?
I have the tomato base,
Nice.
the pineapple, ham, parsley,
Beautiful.
olives and tomatoes.
I like the olives. So what we're going to do, this one's going to slide in. In she goes, because that's got the topping of the mozzarella. That shouldn't take long at all before that mozzarella starts to eat. And the beauty of the pizza is for the base to cook nice and quick, the cheese to melt on the top, and then we get a real nice crunchy bottom with a soft topping. Thanks for your help, guys. Let's enjoy dinner. That's cool. So we're cooking now. We're in. That sauce is now ready, nice and thick. Again, the beauty of the cooking that we do, and what I enjoy about my cooking in my leisure time, is just keeping it nice and simple, nice and easy. 5 or 6 minutes of fun. No big dramas, and then what you do, hardest bit now is find a couple of buddies down the beach and you say, there you go guys, lunch is ready, have a hustle, going well into this one.